Homelessness has been a problem for a very long time, and we cannot seem to figure out how to bring it to an end. This problem, according to Johnson in 2015, affects more than 500,000 people in the U.S. alone. How would you feel knowing you didn't have a place to call home every day? More than 500,000 people in America are affected by homelessness, and this is the rude reality they face every day. We should have and could have fixed this problem by the solutions I've been studying. Hello, my name is Dalyn Coffey. I am a sophomore at Russell County High School, and today I'll be informing you of 4 ways we could potentially end homelessness. There are many causes of homelessness. Here are a few. According to Zybarth in 2004, without affordable housing, the problems of homelessness will never be solved. High housing costs often put individuals and families at risk of homelessness when their incomes are too low to pay for housing plus other necessities. A high demand and a shortage of affordable housing make it even more difficult for people with disabilities, people with a history of substance abuse, and people with poor credit records to obtain housing. For people needing temporary or seasonal housing, affordable units are in short supply. Basically, what this quote is telling us is that the areas they live in do not supply them with affordable housing or enough affordable housing for them, and all the property is out of their price range. In the Encyclopedia of Social Deviance, Wasserman in 2014 states, homelessness is often associated with costly healthcare systems and criminal justice institutions. For example, people without health insurance who suffer an injury or illness requiring medical treatment will likely incur costs that they cannot afford. These costs may push them into an economic crisis in which they lose their house, transportation, and job. Likewise, arrests, even for misdemeanor crimes, often carry fines or time in jail, which means one cannot work, and similarly can lead to periods of homelessness. Healthcare and criminal justice systems become increasingly problematic obstacles once an individual becomes homeless, since contact with them becomes more frequent. Homeless individuals are more likely to become sick because of their living conditions. Services they tend to perform more dangerous work in less regulated conditions with little recourse to seek compensation in the event of an injury. They are also more likely to be arrested for misdemeanor crimes such as vagrancy by virtue of the fact that they are forced to do private things in public spaces. Legal fines and fees are compounded when the homeless person is unable to pay them, and serving even short periods of time in jail in lieu of payment often costs people their jobs, homes, and transportation. Page 334. This quote is informing us that our expensive health care and criminal justice systems are pushing people into homelessness through various ways. 2 of the most favored opinions on homelessness are mental handicapped and alcohol drug abuse victims. Many individuals believe that because of there being no more state mental hospitals, that many of the homeless people that boomed in the 1970s are from these mental facilities. Many individuals also believe that the homeless people are strictly alcohol abusers, leading them to opinion that they shouldn't really help them because it's all their fault. Solutions to the homeless problem are, one way I believe we can solve this problem is through increasing the amount of housing we have available for the homeless. According to Davis in 2016, the difficult answer is that we must build more supportive housing with social services for the homeless. This solution takes money, political will, focus, and coordination. Another way I believe we can tackle the homelessness problem is through teaching. We could teach homeless people everyday tasks like everyday home life tasks, like how to operate everyday appliances and how to effectively clean, and maybe they could land cleaning jobs or other maintenance jobs. During my research, I have discovered some of my own personal beliefs as to how I think we might be able to end the homelessness problem. One of them is that we could potentially begin schools that will help teach the homeless people how to do certain everyday tasks, such as cooking, cleaning, repairing things. I believe this would help our homeless population have some of the necessary skills to land a job. I also believe that a possibility would be restaurants have this sort of place where they can lay out food for the homeless, the food that they don't really eat, so the scraps that they are not going to use anymore, and I believe it would have a positive impact on the homeless life. Homelessness has been around too long, and we are in desperate need to end it. The United States has around 500,000 people homeless at the moment, and during this speech you have learned the causes and potential solutions to homelessness. I hope you can begin to see how homelessness can be fixed in your own community. I have informed you of the problem with homelessness at hand. Also, I have given you a brief but effective summary on how I believe we can close the problem that has been rising since 1970. Thank you.